An old book I bought recently holds some very interesting information you might want to know about. Besides turning into my go-to book whenever I have a health problem, you'll find some interesting things like why you should put garlic in your ear before you go to sleep. What happens when you put salt into the cabbage? Basically, the Lost Book of Remedies is over 300 pages of our forefathers' most powerful natural cures that have been lost to history. When medicines vanish, you'll need this book on your shelf. Some of them are the cures and homemade remedies our grandparents used when we were children to nurse us back to health. Others can help us heal as we're moving into our senior years and health problems begin to creep up. And you don't need to be an herbalist to use it. In fact, the Lost Book of Remedies was made for common folk with no previous knowledge of how to use plants for healing ailments. It will allow you to turn your backyard weeds into painkillers, antibiotics, and many more forgotten but highly effective remedies. In times of crisis, this book will probably end up saving many American lives. This life-saving information was still common knowledge just a few generations ago. Today it's all but lost. Since I've used these forgotten remedies, many old aches and pains are gone and I feel a few years younger too. The Lost Book of Remedies will give you the best natural alternatives to every pill in your medicine cabinet. We are losing the war against cancer. In the 1940s, 1 person in 20 would get cancer. In the 1970s it was 1 out of every 16 people. In the 1990s it dropped to 1 person out of 10. Today, 1 person out of 3 gets cancer in the course of their life. And it's all because of this tiny plant we've excluded from our diets. Your doctor doesn't know about it, and if you think the modern cancer approach works, think again. Oncologists are the only doctors who profit from the treatment they prescribe, with as much as 2/3 of their income coming from chemotherapy drugs, which work half the time, if you're lucky. But one man did know about this plant and many other plants he used for decades to treat and cure thousands of Americans. The Lost Book of Remedies is the one resource you need to turn the battles against disease in your favor. Follow the link in the description at the bottom of this video and get your copy today.